Inspire with Nendrix, the foundation. Malakasa boy.
Hello, Embracing Arms community. This is Your Best Life with Dr. Danielle Harrison. I'm coming back to you with another 5-minute quickie. I hope you have some time for me today. This is an opportunity for me to just kind of decompress from my day and talk to you about something that was heavy on my mind. So I just wanted to share with you that, I've been seeing and reading articles all over the, country about educators and students preparing to go back into the school system. And there are some concerns from educators and parents and community members if the schools and the kids and the educators are even ready for this transition. And so I just wanted to kind of share some reflections, some thoughts about being prepared for our young people and our educators to come back to the school system. I looked at a study that was done by the American Civil Liberties Union of Southern California. Southern California. They conducted like a statewide survey of students regarding like their emotional well-being and mental health. And one of the things that was highlighted was that 23 percent of their students rated that their mental health was really impacted, and that some of the most frequent words that were used by students to actually describe their mental health state were things like loneliness, just being overwhelmed, and being anxious. And I would challenge everyone in this that educators are feeling the same way. They're feeling a little bit of loneliness. Feeling a little isolated, feeling a bit, anxious and overwhelmed also. So as we're preparing to receive our educators and our students back into the schools, I want us to be prepared that people are coming back different. And I mentioned this in a vlog that I did several months ago when I thought the young people were coming back on campus in August, that we're coming back different. We may encounter some young people who have lost both parents due to COVID, lost a grandparent, a brother, a sister, a baby sister, a best friend, a teacher. We may have teachers who have lost colleagues or husbands or children of their own or kids that were in their class. So just, be prepared that people are coming back on campus, if they are coming back on campus as soon as this month, coming back a little different. And so this is an opportunity for us to really start thinking about creating a atmosphere and a space for these educators and these young people that are, that's warm, that's a welcoming environment that makes them feel safe, and, part of a community. A lot of these young people have lost their ability to manage their time. In some cases, kids who were struggling with connectedness and, forming friends and relationships that may have been altered because they've been away from this, space for such a long time. And the other thing is that this is an opportunity to really tap into social and emotional learning. And so we know that several years ago, that it was kind of like a buzzword. It was kind of all over the place. Like people were talking about it. But now it's like, it's become like increasingly necessary for us to really think about systemic implementation of social and emotional learning in our schools. And so again, are we ready for the young people to come back? Are we ready for our educators to come back into the schools? They're just coming back different, and educators who may have left the building, last year, who were pumped and excited, about being an educator. Some of them knew just recently graduating from college, the year before, and getting their first job as a teacher, and their first experience is COVID and teaching long distance, and something that they had not learned in school, For some of our educators who had already been teaching virtually, this may have not been a big deal for them. It was just, okay, now I have more students that's doing virtual with me. But for some of our educators who've never done this type of teaching and never have even been taught that way. You will be struggling to transition back, struggling to teach that way in the first place, and then struggling to transition back. So, we just want to make sure that we are ready for the students and the educators and just give them some grace. Give them some grace. That's going to be really important coming into this new school season. If your child, your husband, your wife is going back to the school building to teach and learn, definitely give grace. Well, that's been my 5-minute quickie. Had a little bit of technology interruption, but that's been my 5-minute quickie. I hope that it was helpful to you. Please continue to embrace your community because they are waiting for you. They are in need of embracing and social distance, embracing in the mind, not in the body,
My Lacasa boy, this is my residence. My prescription boy, this is my medicine. The world can be sickening and living in house resemblance. Not to mention the media's effort to keep us in the most simplistic state of mind. Lowest age bracket committing the highest rate of crime.